Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Welcome to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. I'm your host, Lee Beans. I'm here with Mark with the mic.
What's going on? What's going on?
This week we have The Tickler. No, The Tick.
Yes.
Uh, Very good cartoon. I can honestly say a lot better than this is probably the top cartoon of everything we've watched so far, I feel.
It was a it's a fun cartoon. I watched a lot of it. I remember when it first aired and I watched a lot of it because it used to show right after
This
the X-Men.
cartoon debuted, I think, at prime time. Wasn't it
No,
like a nighttime
no.
for premiere for the cartoon?
The Tick? I don't think
Like I'm
so.
pretty sure like they advertised it at night.
The Tick.
Like and it came on like 8 o'clock on Sunday or something. Or it came on Sunday special for the first episode, I feel.
Tick premiere. It gave me how to take care of a tick.
That's not those are those.
um, no, it debuted on Fox Kids.
Does it say the date?
September 10th, 1994.
Uh okay. All right. What else we got? So we got the tick. We do have well, there was a bunch of weird stuff that happened with Nvidia, but that's just sad.
Yeah, and a lot of
That's
the
sad.
it's a lot of stuff going coming out now too. From the actual creators saying that they never got any kit for this, and them learning how to use this, and the video and the demonstration they showed was mainly for like the stockholders and shit like that, and it wasn't technically for the artists or the people that are actually making the games.
So what the only thing I saw afterwards was that Nvidia says that the company signed off on everything. So it's not the artist that signed off on it.
Yeah,
Obviously, it's the bosses and
yeah,
the people at the top,
yeah,
which is usually not good
yep.
because they don't care what the people at the bottom think or in the middle in this case. So I personally, I hope some of these people speak up and say, "Hey, can you stop allowing this to happen?"
So
This is pretty funny because
yeah,
I would like to just put that out there. Is in they so it's for the 5090 series of cards, right? That's
yeah,
the newest top of the line graphics cards for PCs, right?
yeah.
And then I guess it was people was speculating it was in response to the Sony announcement for their boost for the Pro. There was like a new technology, I think it's PSSR or something like that.
Yeah.
That's a boost to uh I'm not sure if it's just lighting, but there's something that's supposed to be coming for PS5 Pros, right? And that's is graphic wise because it's the people found out it's AMD and that's a direct competitor to Nvidia. So they thought, I think somebody thought they were gonna one up them with this announcement.
Yeah.
They did not. They
So,
didn't.
there's a lot of stuff coming out today. Because I was listening to Kind of Funny today, and there was a lot of things coming out from the actual publishers of like. So they were like saying that Ubisoft, Capcom, and all these things are trying to like are being involved with it. But I think it was mainly the video that they showed yesterday, and then today a lot of the creators or a lot of the artists on these games and stuff like that started popping up on Twitter and Blue Sky and all that stuff, stating that what they're saying is false. Like they were not seeing any of these things or were any signed offs on the things like that. And the
But
companies that they have
hold
talking
on before
about,
you
yeah, they
disrespect me,
go ahead.
because you said the artist said that, right? Because again, they were saying that the heads of the studio,
Yeah,
not the artists,
yeah,
not the devs, the people with the money,
yeah, yeah,
are the ones
100%.
that signed off,
Yeah,
are the ones that signed off
yeah,
on this.
yeah. It's those
It's got
people that
nothing to
signed
do.
off on it. Yeah,
So we know. So it's known that the artists didn't sign paperwork
yeah,
because they can't because they don't run the money. So I knew it was gonna be uh the artist saying because there were already memes the day of
yeah, I seen
of
a lot.
different like independent people saying just showing a little thing.
Yeah.
But I'm just saying in terms of backlash to within the companies, I'm like I don't want it to be public about what goes on, but I would be uh I feel really bad if you to know that some of these people work in the studio that let that stuff happen and they can't say anything about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
To the people in charge
Yeah.
and be like, what's going on here? Like, I hope that there's some type of internal backlash on that. That's all
I
I'm saying.
Me too. I really hope cuz
The public doesn't like it. We get that. But I'm talking
yeah.
about, really, y'all just let these people, because remember, we had to stop the people with the money from letting them work people to death. Remember that?
Yeah.
Like, you understand how bad it was? Now they can't do that. So now they just say, well, fuck them. We don't care how much work you did. This thing is the new hotness.
Yeah.
So we're going to plaster this look, this. And I don't understand why people keep saying it's Scarlett Johansson. It doesn't look like her. It looks like, no, it looks like her and it looks like everybody else. And it's
yeah.
like, that's the problem. Like, Jesus Christ. But yeah, it's a sad state of affairs because the more you hear about how much, fine, it's low effort, right? But apparently, it's not like it's low energy costs.
Yeah.
So they're doing this, and then supposedly the power to run it like at real time takes the power of two of those high end things working. So that's not even consumer grade what they were showing,
Okay.
meaning it's probably like years away from being a thing, or maybe like a year away.
Yeah.
But I also would just like to point out the so the people that did the video review for it when it was first announced, and usually people go to them for like tech stuff, Digital Foundry.
Yeah.
They showed their ass because there was the two main guys
Yeah.
that went on this entire like un uninterrupted positivity fest over what they were watching, and then you can watch in real time, or at least on the video of them going through it, of them saying things about how good the girl's model looks, like they've never seen AI before in their life. So they're just like, oh, it looks like it added this into her face and this and that. And then so 99% of the world can see that it's not the same face anymore.
Yeah.
And it looks like the things that you see on IG or whatever. Whatever, whenever somebody catches you off guard when you don't have your ad blocker on, just say it. You're like, what is this? Uh, oh, it's one of those things that looks like everything else.
Yeah.
And you mean to tell me these two grown men that work in the tech industry, reviewing things for a living, have never seen these? And they sat there for God knows how long and was, you know, slowly trying to hide the check in the pocket.
Yeah.
That's what I feel like. They had the little check sticking out of the breast pocket. It was like, oh shit. As they were saying these nice things about it, it was just like, man, these guys got paid off. And then they made a video. So it was Digital Foundry, right?
Yeah.
Then they put a video today of them backtracking on it, but not really. They just let another member come in and say the negative stuff.
That's
So
stupid.
the two guys that were talking all nice about it never retracted their statements. They just kind of skipped over it and let the. So it was just like, man, none of these people are worth a shit, are they? Ah, this whole thing is just terrible. They're actively trying to burn it to the ground.
Yeah.
I don't understand, Merc. You please help me understand what's going on here with this type of stuff. It's weird.
The big ups are trying to find ways to not have to pay people 100%, and they're looking for ways to they can make bonuses and not fucking pay the people that are creating these things.
It's
Sad.
unbelievable.
It's
Yeah,
sad, a sad state to where the video game world is, and the biggest thing everyone can do is just not support it. And like if that's what it is what it is.
but
Yeah.
it's see, and this is the thing that's kind of messed up, and it's not even sad. It's that that system is software, right?
Yeah,
So if you own the 5090 already, like if you have the top of the line thing, when it's ready, you're just gonna have it.
yeah.
So
So,
you have no say.
oh damn. And I've
So
seen some of those shit.
people who've already went out and done this and bought that thing, like say creators and stuff,
Yeah,
they have no say.
damn.
It's just gonna be in the game. The only thing they can do is turn it off, turn the filter off or whatever.
Yeah,
But like you can't choose to not download it because it's gonna you're gonna be obsolete.
yeah. It's gonna be like part of an update and shit. And, like you're gonna be forced to have it and shit.
Exactly.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I saw the Skyrim ones, and they motherfuckers are still ugly.
Yeah.
They just uglier in HD. They're like those are ugly motherfuckers. I did see like I think they
Well,
using
at that point, it was just memes because it's
yeah
not real people. It's not.
yeah
But I think
then
somebody. So you remember Kevin Pereira from Attack of the Show?
yeah.
So so he messes around with AI like a crazy person, but in a different way to see how they can break it and stuff.
Yeah.
Somebody already made somebody already made a tool to do it, to do just that. Just take a picture and put DLSS5 on at the bottom,
Yeah.
and it does it. So, oh god, you see what I mean? Like nobody gives a shit about anything. It's everybody's upset, and then the day after it becomes a joke.
Yeah. That's
Meanwhile, all those people gonna lose all their jobs.
yeah. Cause
And then I think that's the other thing that people forgot already was that there was already a massive state of layoffs last year
oh yeah.
in the industry. So nobody cares. People
Shit,
have
there was
already
some
forgotten
last
about
week.
that. Oh, great. Oh, great. Great.
There was some
Great.
last week through Microsoft. There was some last there you also got lost Blue
Oh,
Point. You had that 2 weeks ago. Blue
you
Point.
mean Microsoft, the company that's now the president of
Yeah.
the game division is the AI lady.
Uh huh.
Oh,
And they're losing a lot of things too because they're losing like customers.
oh.
Their Ultimate Game Pass is not doing too well right now, and there's
Uh,
a lot of shit with that. And then it's just it's a scary sight of what the video game industry is becoming and how it's doing things, and it sucks.
and
It
it's so
sucks.
popular, and it's just like all people have to do is not spend the dollar,
Yeah.
but they ain't gonna do it.
No, it excites me when these games that come from like these small studios and stuff like that are the ones that are getting talked about the most or like winning these awards and stuff like that. But even them, like they do their little they do their little shit too. But it's nice seeing like a lot of those getting the look ats like Claire Obscura is getting a lot of look ats and things like that, and like a lot of these indie like Crimson Desert right now is it's the big name this week. But I'm sad like with Capcom. I'm like hearing the news for Capcom last week. I'm like, fuck, man. Can't have nice things. You just can't fucking have nice things. I'm hoping Sega makes a deal with that dude to bring that Gangs of Dragon, and I'm sad about that too.
Well, that's his thing was because the investors pulled money
Yeah, and the game was costing a little bit more than what it was expected.
because it's not a microtransaction filled game because the investors are, I forgot if it's Tencent or
Yeah,
whatever, but it's not somebody that you want investing because they want that money to triple.
I'm
You
just
know what I
saying,
mean?
man.
I
You
mean,
got
Capcom, they had no problem. I
yeah,
mean, they can't stop you from investing in the company. That's the problem.
yeah, yeah. It's only
It's not
5%. Yeah,
no, but that's the thing. It's not, it's so the feeling is negative, but you have to understand that when they told the news, it was more like the people put the percent up
yeah,
because they already had like two or something. So so that's kind of, it's just like nothing you can do about it.
yeah,
There's nothing you can do because it's literally somebody putting money in. It's like, well, if I had $1 billion,
yeah.
I put $500,000 in Capcom, right?
I would.
And so I get it. The
I,
Saudi prince through his group because they say it's the prince himself through a group that does it. So it's like Yeah, I understand, but it's just, once they start having say, it's a problem.
Why can't none of these dudes throw these monies in and be like, you know what, I'm a big Mega Man fan. Can you please bring that?
You know, they didn't grow up on.
Yeah,
They
it's
grew up
sad.
on Street Fighter. That's it. That's
Yeah,
it. They grew up on
it's
Street
big over
Fighter.
there. Fighting games in general is fucking huge over there. They trying to make you can see what they're doing. They're trying to make like, especially in Saudi, like they're trying to make that a location for like the tournaments and stuff like that. They're trying to build tournaments there and now and all that stuff too. So it's like, yeah, I can see it, but it sucks. That's what it is.
Uh, yeah.
Are you gonna get Crimson Desert?
No, I don't.
I don't. I'm waiting. I want to look at reviews
I
and
don't
stuff.
know what it is.
Huh?
I mean, I know what it is, but I thought it came out years ago because it reminds me of another action RPG that's like made by the same people. I think it was Crimson something.
Yeah.
Like they reused one of those names. This is a Desert or Crimson, and this came out. It came out years ago, and it was like an action. It was a character. It looked like a character action MMO because it was like the way it was. It seemed like it was open
Crimson.
world.
There's a.
It seemed like it was open world. It seemed like it was multiplayer, but again, I never did play it. I think it was multiplayer,
Okay.
and like it's extremely familiar, like combat wise, because that game did it was cool. It did magic and stuff and ranged weapons and things like that, but it made them look badass by making it into a move set of a character like in a character action game. So you
Okay.
could do cool stuff, and it wasn't you sitting there pressing like a hotkey on a bar. It was you doing combos. So I get how it has a fan base pre-built already because people were saying Crimson Desert came out of nowhere. I'm like, no, this game has predecessors, but they're just not in a straight up action RPG like this one is. Like this is the first one you don't have to
I
be
think it's called Pearl the Beast. Oh, Pearl the Beast is the developer. They did
okay.
Black Desert Online.
Black Desert Online is the game I'm thinking
Yeah,
about.
yeah.
Yes. So if you watch like the trailers for the first version of Black Desert Online, you will understand what I mean.
Okay.
That
I've
this
seen
and
Black.
that.
I know what Black Desert Online is. I think I played it on my phone actually.
I'm just saying. So
Yeah.
like that sort of falling flat kind of just made me like, whatever.
I'm not
So
interested in it.
this one being having nothing to do with being an online game kind of has me interested to play it, but not day one, not at
Oh yeah.
all.
It's on sale, Steam sale. Um. Yeah, it looks interesting. I don't have interest in it. I was looking at gameplay. I looked at some of the reviews. I think the review embargo was today, so a lot of the reviews are coming out for it.
I mean, it should. The game's out like tomorrow.
Yeah, they had an embargo for reviews at like 3 o'clock today, I think. Um, so
What's up with that? They getting closer and closer to the date now.
a
Like
lot
it's
of the games that a lot of developers are doing that, especially if they don't have full confidence into their game.
that's kind of whack.
Um,
Like you used to be prepped before a game came out. Now it's like, oh, I don't know, man.
yeah.
And obviously, what I just said earlier about these people being in pocket, having checks in pockets and saying things, and then having redactions like a day later. It's like you can't. It's hard for me to trust somebody with a big following that makes a lot. That gets all that money off the views and stuff. It's
Yeah.
like
It's crazy because all right, so Crimson Desert reviews drops today at 6 p.m. They actually have a timetable where they can start getting the reviews.
that's funny.
Um, the crazy thing with that is
And nobody has it early, right? Because
so
that's another thing. Usually see some people playing. I saw people playing Resident Evil early, and nobody Capcom
so
didn't shut nobody down. So
the
like this
funny
has
shit about this game is that they didn't allow people playing early because they required an update that was not going to come out till tonight.
also it has a day one update. I got you.
And so, like, if you had found a place that had it early,
Yeah,
you were not going to be able to
can't play
play
it.
it.
All right, that makes sense. I
Yeah.
get it. I get it.
Cause that video games New York, I talked to the dude, and dude told me like that's the reason why we didn't get it. We got it. They got it today, but he said you might not be able to play it until midnight.
That makes sense. There's been a few games that have had that. So it's just that's odd. I feel like that's odd for this game,
Yeah,
which it started to make me think that there's gonna be some type of not very discussed online component to this game.
I wouldn't be surprised.
So that might be it. Maybe there's some servers or something that's gonna be there because I don't know if this game even has multiplayer of any type. I don't know.
Some from what I'm reading on the thing, it's a single player action game.
Okay. All right.
So
All
that's
right.
what I see. But that comes out today. It comes out tomorrow. I did get WWE 2K26, and I've been playing it. I've been enjoying it. It's a pretty fun wrestling game. I did like last year's. I think I am digging the My Rise this year a bit more than last year's because last year's they kind of made you team up with so they do a male and female. The last one I kind of got they just did one story with the two people. I didn't mind the story, but they made you play that shit like 6 7 times. This one is the dude and then the girl. They had both their own story arcs and stuff like that. So I'm actually digging it and makes you make your character and all that stuff. It's pretty fun so far. It starts off with you are returning. You're a returning wrestler that you had a big career, and then you left for a while, and they give you an option to where you live. So left. So like you going to a movie studio, or you want to stay home with family, or you're healing. You're healing your injuries and stuff. So you pick one of those, and it goes from there. Um, Adam Pierce puts you in a world title match the moment you came out. You have this like very white suit, undies and outfit. Like the character's called the archetype, so they did a whole like white and gold trim that you're forced to wear it. Like even if you make your costume, you're forced to wear that in the first match. You get destroyed by Braun Breaker, you lose, and then everyone is talking shit about you, like, oh, why did you even come back and things like that, and then then it gives you like a press conference, and then you choose if you want to keep fighting your way and like be the baby face or become the heel. I chose to become the heel, and then I decided to punch the dude in the face that asked me the question, and then there was a whole bunch of things and shit like that, and it's pretty interesting so far, and they're doing pretty good with it. And then it's going from there. So basically, you're kind of getting yourself back, but now you're kind of going your dark ways, and like right now I'm doing like battleground fights in order to get my stats up and getting my name back into things. And then now my guy just invaded SmackDown and attacked Tozawa for no reason at all, broke his arm, and then now they're like discussing my contract. And after I broke Tozawa's arm, so that's where I left off on that. I don't know why I didn't get to pick who I attacked. Tozawa just happened to be
Man,
there. But it's pretty good so far. The gameplay is solid. It's very similar to last year. They added some better animations. They do this ragdoll effect now. Like so, if you fall from my blaze, you kind of have a ragdoll effect, and it's hilarious, especially depending on where you land and how you fall. Like you fall off a cage, it's fucking hilarious. So I dig it because it just makes things kind of funny to watch. Um, but yeah, I'm enjoying it. I'm playing that, and then I've been playing a game called Cat Quest, and it's Cat Quest 2, and there's like three of them for some reason. And it's like a top-down RPG. It plays like the old Legend of Zelda. The fuck? It plays like the old Legend of Zelda, and I've been playing those because they're easy platinum, and it's a very simple story. But the first game is pretty much Skyrim, but with a cat, and he's like a dragonborn cat, and he has powers, and you have to go to these stones to get the powers and stuff. And it's a really silly game. It was free on the PSN, and I was like playing it. It was fun. It plays like it's a dungeon crawler. So you go in the dungeons, you unlock armor and all that stuff, and you just keep building your character, and then you go through the world and you get through the missions. You fight these dragons and like that. So, but it has a Skyrim ish story because even the second game, when you play the second game, you're in the jail, and it kind of starts on how Skyrim starts when the dragon attacks the jail, and then you break out, but you're with a dog, and you're like it's the only dog in that world, and fucking it's fucking stupid, but it's a fun little game. It's called Cat Quest.
Is a
Um,
full is a you know who made it?
I'll tell you right now, Cat Quest. It is made. The developers are called the Gentle Bros.
Okay. Okay.
They have done 3 versions of the Cat Quest games. It's a
Mm-hmm.
small developing company. I think it's only it's a like a 16-person team,
Mm-hmm.
and they made 3 RPGs. They all like scored pretty well too, and they do a lot of like slasher games. But they did 3 versions of the Cat Quest, and there you go. They're fun. Hello, Loki. Anyway,
Cat.
yeah, she's like right here. like, oh, you talking about cats? I'm a cat.
Yep. That's it.
Um. Also, Spider-Man trailer.
No, I didn't watch
You
it.
didn't want. It looks fucking good. I'm excited for it.
I'm glad it did.
It is looking really good. Um. I think that's the movie I'm the most excited for this year was Spider-Man. Really wanted to see what direction they're going with. The director of this one is the person that did Shang-Chi, so it's not the same person that did the last few.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
But it has the same tone, but it has a interesting way of where it's going. It kind of is combining a couple stories together, which I'm digging, and I like where they're going with it. So I'm excited for it.
Okay. All right. That's good. These people are hyped for it.
Yes.
Is it still the same guy?
Yeah, Tom Holland
Okay. All right.
and Punisher's in it.
Yes, that's the only thing I've seen
Yeah.
out, but it wasn't even the trailer. This was like a while ago. They put out that GIF of him
Yeah.
getting
Yeah.
hit and sticking to it, and the Punisher makes this face, and it's hilarious.
Yeah.
Uh, he said hi to Triple H. You saw that on Monday?
Yes.
What did it say?
Mm.
Called Triple H on the phone. Him and Tom Brady called
Yeah.
Triple H. That's no. That was the other Manning?
That was the other
Not
man. Yeah.
that wasn't Eli.
Eli. No, Peyton.
That was Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
Yeah, my bad. My bad.
So good.
Yeah, doesn't Brady want to fight somebody?
No, he was talking shit that he was saying to Logan Paul that wrestling is cute, and the wrestlers
Oh,
are like,
he
oh, why
wants to
don't you
beat
come
up.
here?
He wants to beat up Logan Paul. Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
well, okay.
Cause
Uh,
he was comparing. Well, Logan was comparing the wrestling to the NFL, and he was like, he could probably grow into the NFL, and actually, he was stating that he could probably go and outrun a lot of the people in the NFL, but he's saying a lot of the NFL people can't come to here and do the same thing we do, and that was the big conversation. And then he was saying like, oh, that's cute, you do WWE and things like that, and he kept calling it cute, and a lot of things came off of that. Like a lot of wrestlers responded to it, and they were like, "Oh, you could come to the ring and you see how cute it is."
yeah, but he's not
Yeah,
kid.
yeah,
He,
yeah,
he's not younger than you.
yeah, yeah.
I understand dislike for somebody saying that, but trying to say you come on here, come over here, and we'll show you how it's done. It's like, bro, isn't he like 50 something? Let that guy
He's
go.
yeah,
He did his time. He got his rings. He's got controversy. He's got everything. Let him talk his shit. Whatever, man.
but yeah,
Let him,
that was for
but let him get a proxy. Send somebody. That would be
yeah,
cool. Have a representative
yeah,
for the NFL. Be like, okay, I'll just show up. But then again, it's like half the roster just raises their hand. Who was in the NFL?
yeah,
Just raises his hand. Well, a little bit. Freaking. Who else was there? Uh, was Roman in the NFL or did he
yeah.
only do college?
No,
So again,
NFL.
again,
He was in
again,
the Minnesota Vikings.
again.
Uh, Roman Brock was in the NFL for a bit. He actually went back to the NFL when he took his hiatus with WWE. Um, Rock did college football. Yeah, Trick Williams, he was a Eagles wide receiver. Um, well, Femi, he was a linebacker in college. He didn't play NFL though. but he was a linebacker.
That's a big boy.
Oh yeah, he's a big boy. Yeah. Want to get into this cartoon?
Why is there a guy that looks like Pete Dunne with a wig on? I'm so mad. Oh, wait, he has hair on. I need to show you this picture. I need to show you this picture. I just want to point this out. We just finished the wrestling battle, but this is still pertinent to because he wrestles in a mask. He's allowed to go do other stuff, so he's doing blood sport. But look at him. Look at his hair. It's never down like that.
Yeah.
That's funny. All right.
He got hat hair.
Yeah, he got mask hair. That's what he got. They literally took a picture when he took his mask off. That's insane.
Yep.
So mad. Uh, no. I was gonna say, wasn't there like at least one figure thing I thought about? I forgot.
I'm trying to think.
No. There were mock-ups, fan mock-ups of Absolute Batman that
I did so.
Scott Snyder showed off. That's what it was. So still no word on anybody doing an official Absolute yet, right?
Nope.
Okay.
I'm surprised. I'm still
still
pretty
wait.
surprised that there still has not been a big
Oh,
follow.
that was the other cool
Absolute.
news. That was other cool news. That Scott Snyder put up the I forgot what was the article, like the statistic about Absolute Batman selling 300,000 like issues a month. That's
Yeah.
crazy. What? Huh?
It's the highest
That's
selling
insane.
comic series.
That's
It's
insane.
becoming the highest comic book series of all time. The fact that every single issue has sold over 300,000 copies.
That's crazy.
Every single issue, not and then the back issue, and then the reprints are selling out the same way.
Yeah, it's kind of nuts.
The first issue has almost 10 reprints.
Keep going.
10.
Because you say 10 reprints, but also think about like that's pretty funny because how many covers are there? There's more. I think there's more than 10 covers.
There's more than 10 covers when they
this
first
point.
released it, and then anytime they reprint it, they have like 3 extra covers.
Yeah, good luck getting all those.
You can have a whole wall of just part 1.
Of just Jesus.
Yeah. And it's been a fantastic book. I just finished reading the Joker part, and that was insane. It's really interesting. I've been really enjoying the comic. Like I usually watch. They put videos up, and I'll catch up to it. But when they actually add the books to Kindle, for the Comixology's on Kindle now. So when they add the books to Comixology, I'll catch up to them. But
I recommend checking out the books for DCKO if you can, because it fills in gaps on why certain things are like that in that universe. And then there's also the confrontation that happens in KO.
I did see the confrontation between the Batman and the current Batman and Absolute.
He's still giant.
Yeah,
he's funny.
Fucking humongous. And he became a giant. He was even bigger.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah. Batman's life. The reason why his world is the way his world is. Darkseid fucking hates his ass.
And it's amazing how it turns out. It's like,
yeah.
Who would have thought it would have been that way?
But it's insane, like, because I was looking at the origin of Brainiac too, and then the Superman. That shit is insane as well. That's like a fucking horror movie.
Yes.
So it's been interesting. It's been very interesting runs. I have not read the other stuff. Like I haven't read. I read Greenland. I read Martian Manhunter. That was actually really good. Really funny.
Yes.
I haven't read the Flash. I haven't read the Green Lantern. I haven't read. I think no, I don't think it came out yet. The Arrow. I don't think that one came out yet.
No, but the images of him.
Yeah, I did see the images.
The character looks amazing. Like, so, damn.
They're doing crazy shit. I think they're going to introduce.
You know what this reminds me of? This reminds me of Age of Apocalypse, like when they first hit.
Yeah, or the original Ultimate, the original Ultimate line.
I don't have any frame of reference for that.
Yeah.
Like I never read that, so I only have Age of Apocalypse. But I realize it's a dramatic departure from the way most of these people, the characters look and stuff.
Yeah.
and then the world is messed up.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yes, that does remind me of that.
Yeah, it reminds me of like when they originally launched the Ultimate Spider-Man, Ultimate World, because it was its own stuff. It had the same characters, but it was its own storylines and everything, like everything Marvel MCU came from a lot of the stuff from Ultimate Spider-Man. They didn't even use the main line; they used a lot of the origins of the Ultimate Spider-Man stuff. So
It's
it's
just not
interesting.
dramatic enough for all the
Yeah,
characters,
yeah,
though,
yeah,
because some of that stuff is too close to the main stuff.
yeah. That's true.
Because I
It,
personally, I feel like with the Ultimate stuff, there was a line that they were not willing to cross. This feels like there is no line.
yeah, they pretty much giving like here, have fun. They gave him the keys to everything. Like I think Scott Snyder has like all the power of what he wants to do. I don't think they will even bat an eye and say no to him.
Mhm.
So because even Scarecrow is like that book is selling out. That book like pre-orders like the
Pre-orders
pre-orders
selling
are
out.
fucking crazy right now. And then you have the Absolute Deathstroke I think is making a debut after him. And
Oh,
then they just announced the Court of Owls being
oh, he's
introduced.
been. So here's the thing. I forgot. He's a character that exists already. Because
Okay.
I think he's Joker's.
Yeah.
He's somebody's like assassin.
Okay. So yeah. So
I
there
just
you go.
think they and show he was like introduced off panel. I think it was like the name was said, but they didn't show him. So that yeah, Absolute Batman is badass.
Yeah.
Absolute Batman and Absolute Wonder Woman are my top two. Like Absolute Superman is good, but those are like the stuff the way they've changed everything is
Yeah.
like ridiculous,
Yeah.
ridiculous.
Yeah. I
So
agree.
good,
Because
good
I
for
like Absolute Wonder Woman a lot too. That book is insane.
them.
So I've been enjoying that one too. I've been reading that one. I read the Martian Manhunter, which is actually really funny. It has a very comic-ish style, and the art is actually pretty nice too. But Absolute
Hmm.
Batman been probably like one of the best comic books I read in a long time. Like I've been really like trying to keep up with it. I haven't went to the stores to buy the books, but I've been like reading them on digital and stuff like that, and I've been really enjoying those books. And then again, Scott Snyder has wrote some of my favorite Batman stories too. He wrote like the Court of Owls stuff, and I fucking love those stories. So that whole Batman run he did, when I think the New 52, that his whole run was amazing. So he has a lot of good
Uh,
stuff.
okay,
Um, might get into this cartoon.
we say that again.
You want to get into this cartoon?
Yeah, okay, we could talk about the tick.
Ah, tick, dumpty, da 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 da.
Uh, uh, this is the Tick TV series.
Yes.
That's what it says. Doesn't say, it's funny. It doesn't call it cartoon on here. 1994 to 97, PG, 30 minutes per episode. Actually, 22.
There you go.
Uh, let's see. The creator is Ben Edlund.
Yes. He also did the comic book.
That makes sense.
Yes.
Whoa, that's weird. That's crazy. What? So he made the tick, but he's also, this can't be real. This guy's did some crazy stuff. He is, I want to get this right. Producer of obviously the Tick cartoon, but he also executive produced the TV series. He's the producer on the Firefly TV series. He's a producer on Angel, the original series.
Yeah.
Supernatural, which is one of my favorite shows. Well, at least the first few seasons of that show was ridiculous. But what? He's a produced co-executive producer on Gotham,
Yeah.
co-executive producer on Powers, executive producer on the second live action Tick. Damn. All right, this guy's all right. Hats off to you, sir. He definitely has an eye for stuff. He's producing all that. Um, so what else we got here? Yeah, we can go to the stars next. All right, it's a lot.
Okay.
Townsend Coleman as the Tick.
Yes,
Rob
he's
Paulson.
the original Michelangelo.
Okay, cool, cool. Rob Paulson as Arthur. Cap. I would say that they have all the voices that he did. No, Arthur and Captain Mucilage. They don't have anybody else.
So the episodes we watched, he did not talk Arthur. He came in, I think, season 2.
Oh, really? Oh,
Yes.
they have the other one. I see.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, we'll get to the other one then.
Mhm.
Jess Harnell as Sewer Urchin, the Human Bullet. Fire Me Boy. Uh, and for the first 5 episodes, I don't think he landed.
No.
He
He just
never lands.
he's supposed to land on something.
Uh,
Um.
Cam Clark, who is a very famous voice actor, like in games and everything. Deflator Mouse, Fish Boy, Lost Prince of Atlantis. Uh, Kay Lenz is American Made. Pat Fraley as Mayor Blank, Sergeant Doodlehead. And that's the other thing, the freaking names. When you
Yeah.
start paying attention to the names of the characters. Uh, Roger Rose is Brian Pinhead, Four-Legged Man. Kevin Sean is Feral Boy slash Big Shot. We have Jim Cummings as Mr. Mental
Yes.
slash owner. Pat Music, I guess. Yeah, this lady, Sally Vacuum. Jesus Christ, that name has me die every time. So this is Sally Vacuum here, and the B Twins. We have, I guess this is the original Arthur, Mickey Dolenz,
Yes.
as Arthur and Captain Lemming, which is another hilarious. Like, all the characters are funny. Kimmy Robertson is Dot. Um, Susan Silo as Jungle Janet. Jet Valkyrie. Danny Mann as Dinosaur Neil. Bellbot. Tony J as, not that Tony J, as Chairface Chippendale.
Yes.
Uh, Maurice LaMarche as Human Ton Handy. Ed Gilbert as Alcide Johannes Guttenberg. Dorian Harewood as Taft. Pineapple Popoco, Pocopo, excuse me. Phil Proctor as additional voices, Charles' father. Hamilton Camp as Professor Chrome Dome. Benjamin Franklin. Jennifer Darling as Minda and Letta Valor, excuse me. Uh, Roddy McDowell as the Breadmaster. Jennifer Hale,
Yeah.
the Vatos.
She Shepherd.
Carmelita Valos. Yes. She Shepherd and everything else.
Yeah.
Uh, Steve Suskin, JJ, Eureka Vatos, Rabbi, or is it Rabbi? I don't know. David Osman as coach, additional voices. Gail Mathias as Mindy Mulford. Dan Castaneda, Homer Simpson,
Yeah.
as the Mole King.
Sounds like
Um,
Homer too when you see that
mhm,
character.
mhm. Miriam Flint as Charles' mother. Peter Bergman as Terry slash Dennis. Debbie Derryberry, what a name, Debbie Derryberry as Amelia. Cynthia Sanjay as Wheel slash Grace. Brad Garrett as Jim Rage slash what interrogator. What? I can't. There's too many. Is is Jim Rage the Punisher character? No,
Yes.
he's Nick Fury.
Yeah, yeah.
No, he's not. No, he's not. Wait. What's that character's name again? The Punisher guy? Yo,
Uh,
he had me crying. 'Cause
the Tick.
he goes to the room, shoots it up into the skull, and then he just starts crying.
Big Shot.
Big Shot, yo, Big Shot is my favorite character.
He
Guns
was
and
crying.
superheroes don't mix.
He was
You
fucking
seek
crying and
professional
shooting
help.
and shit.
Yo, all right, this cartoon is
It's a
I'm giving
series
it a
that could I
five.
could it is a series that could continue.
I'm gonna give it a five, but we can only watch 5 episodes because we
Yes.
gotta be fair.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
All right. Just to have the synopsis: an invulnerable, somewhat dim superhero protects the city in all in caps, from all manner of evildoers. So I don't know who the Tick's inspiration is because he's not Superman, he's not the Hulk, he's not Batman, he's definitely not Spider Man. I don't really see like a clear line, except maybe you could say they took pieces for here and there to make the Tick, but like he just seems like an original character that's just like a dumb guy. You
Yeah,
know what I
he
mean?
was a original like indie comic
No,
before.
no, I'm just saying
Yeah.
who I like if usually when somebody makes an original character, you could kind of get like, okay, this character is inspired by. But with the Tick, do you feel any inspiration from other character?
I could see like he's like a dumb Superman throughout the flight.
But he has a mask on, so you
Yeah,
never see.
that is
So
true.
it's like Superman purposely doesn't hide the face because he's like, I wear glasses in real life. You don't know that.
Yeah,
So
he
it's
just
like,
wears a suit everywhere.
so it's just like, and yeah, that's the other part. It's like he's never not the Tick.
Yeah, he's always the Tick.
Always the Tick to the detriment of his relationships with his sidekick that he
Yeah,
just
sidekick. He
just
declared him
took
his
over
sidekick.
his home.
Yep, he declared him his sidekick.
Yes, he just he was, but again, if you watch the first episode, you kind of get a little more context into just how did he end up there, and then also the structure of superheroes in that or in that universe is that every superhero is assigned a city by the council. Um, and again, the council looks hilarious because one of them was like the thing with a cow with a Quaker oat man
Yeah,
head, the ascot. Like it's a banana show.
yeah,
The animation is is good for the time period, but I think what really makes it is just the character designs of all the superheroes. All of their names are hilarious. Uh, some of them are actually just crazy people.
yes.
Like what is it, bipolar man?
Bipolar.
Like who? How you just again? These are things also when if you watch them as a kid, you have no frame of reference for what any of this means.
It's
You don't
crazy.
know what bipolar bear means, huh?
Yeah, I think this was probably one of
Why
the
is that guy with the
first.
guns crying,
Yeah,
huh?
I think this was like one of the first parody superhero shows, like for
That makes
cartoon
sense.
wise. Yeah,
That makes sense.
they had comics because I remember them like I think like Peter Porker, Spider Ham. That was a parody. That was a comic, but it wasn't like a full comic. It had like a little side thing in the back. This one, I think, like the original comic was a parody of other comic books, and they did storylines that is similar to other comics, but it involved the Tick. And again, even in the comic, he never took his suit off. He did everything in the suit.
Okay, that makes sense.
That suit is funky. But
I mean, oh wait, so did they show him without the suit?
probably like in the last like when he first ran the comic book ran, I think probably in the last couple of issues they showed him without the suit.
Is he just a dude?
He's just a dude,
Oh, okay, all right.
very plain looking dude. But I because they never talked about his origin either. Like he doesn't like they technically did though he does not have an origin. All he knows is that he has the suit and he fights crime, and that's all he knows. Like he doesn't have an origin story or anything like that. He just happened to be there and happened to do shit.
I mean, when you're the Tick and you got your city, I guess so. Also, I mean, I just like how even when he demonstrated his powers or why he should be assigned to a city, he brought in that device and he's like, I brought in the best torture that 1974 could provide.
Yeah,
Like he has such extremely specific references that work just because of how crazy he comes off.
yeah,
Like it's just good. But I think the number one thing I think about this is just the humor.
yeah. It's very funny and it's a fun group of voice actors and stuff like that too. It's like who's who as well. because you had like again the Tick is talked by the original Michelangelo. Arthur, you had Ron Paulson, which is Raphael, and then also the other voice actor. He done a lot of things. I think he did Dilbert and a couple other stuff. Um, you had the dude that talked Wacko Warner. You have like a lot of the who's who of voice actors in these things, and I think they had a fun cast. I think it did get corny. It started like the comedy wasn't as great in towards the third season and stuff, but I think the first two seasons were a fun run of the cartoon, and I think I remember seeing at least two of them because they used to show right after X Men.
Okay. Okay.
So once they did, and then Tick showed, and I'll watch both of those. It was always like together for a while, and then it got spinned off. Then it started going syndication, and then I think when Comedy Central started showing it, it got like a really big boost in like DVD sales and stuff like that because of it.
So the reason why I guess it's so good when you look at it now is the guy Edlin, Ben Edlin, right?
Yeah,
So at that time he was working on it. So he wasn't just a producer, right? So
yeah,
that's him, that's his talent on it. And then apparently, because I'm looking at the IMDb, they don't mention this. And I'm looking at the wiki, not the IMDb for this,
yeah,
because they don't mention it about the writing. I just realized we looked at. Well, no, it's just too convoluted to go through all that.
yeah.
It won't tell you like who did what for what season. It just says episode, whatever. But the name Chris McCullough is one of the guys who did Venture Brothers.
Yeah.
So it says the reason why it says they would work much later, worked together on McCullough's Adult Swim series, Venture Brothers, and Evelyn remained hands-on during the production. So again, I guess it was just these two guys ending up together, like on the show. I guess that helps because it does say McCullough also wrote some issues.
Yeah.
So it's like I guess it's saying that the relationship with them writing for the Tick and just writing things in general started like before the cartoon. So that's pretty cool to see because Venture Brothers is pretty dope.
Yeah.
I did not see when it rebooted. I don't. I don't know if it when it came back was it still good? I don't know.
I've never watched the show. I know of it. I never watched it.
You never seen Venture Brothers?
No, I never watched the episode.
That's a ridiculous.
Yeah, it might be
It should
something. It
be on
might
the
be
list.
some. Yeah, it might be something I'll add to the list. I've never watched it.
That's
I
insane.
have probably watched like
Cause
commercials of it and stuff. I've
cause
never watched the show.
it's just the level of insanity on that show is like I'm surprised nobody like sat you down and let you see an episode. Just be like, this shit is how this is on TV.
Yeah.
Because it gets like I want to say like season 3 of Venture Brothers, that shit gets off the rails in a good way.
Yeah.
But then I know like I think it stopped at some point.
Okay. Yeah,
It
I've never
stopped and
watched
then it
it.
came back.
Okay.
So I want to say it did like 4 or 5 before it stopped
It has a total
because it
of
says 7. It
yeah.
says 7, but I don't remember where exactly it stopped. Ended its run October 7, 2018. And then, oh, okay, well,
It
all
came
right.
back 2023.
Oh, okay, I see. They did a direct-to-video film. I haven't seen that.
It's on Netflix.
Okay, so that's the last thing.
All right.
Is a direct-to-video, is a digital movie. Okay, okay.
I'll add it.
I'm gonna have to watch that.
I'll add it to the list.
Oh, there's some villains in that show. Oh my God. So you don't even know about the Mighty Monarch?
So
What?
yeah, I've never watched the
You
show.
don't know about the general and his Native American wife and how he has like this weird foot fetish?
No, I've never
It's
watched the show.
fucking funny
I
because
never.
they have a housewarming and he comes over
Yeah.
and then it's like he brought his wife and he goes, her toes are like niblets of corn.
Yeah, I never
And
got into a
it's
lot of the
fucking
Cartoon
like
Network stuff. So like a lot of the Cartoon Network, mainly like Adult Swim shows, there's very few I watched.
I can see that because I
I
didn't watch it. I didn't watch it on TV. Like I
Okay,
saw maybe the first season,
okay,
and then I bought the DVDs because I just liked it.
all right. I never like, again, Adult Swim wise, I like besides like Family Guy reruns and shit like that. I never really got into a lot of the shows on Adult Swim. I think
Uh,
maybe a few I watched was like Cowboy Bebop, which I watched later in life. I didn't even watch when it
well,
was
that's not
airing.
even technically that's not fair because
Yeah,
that's anime.
it
But
was
I get it.
Adult
I
Swim.
get it.
Yeah.
Like they didn't
Um,
make it, you know what I mean? But I get it. I
I
get it.
watched like what was the other one I watched? Oh, Boondocks. That's
No, I
it.
can see that. Yeah, yeah. No,
Yeah,
definitely that was more of a cultural thing.
yeah.
To,
So like
so,
but the other stuff I never really got into like what was it? The freaking the milkshake and the fries. Was
what you never seen
I
Aqua?
never got into it. I
That's
never
another
liked it.
that's cartoon. That's hilarious.
Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I never got into
Yeah.
it. I never got into
You,
it.
so you don't know about Carl, the fucking human neighbor?
Yeah, I know of the
That's
cartoon.
the
Like I've seen maybe one or two episodes. I never got into it. I never
no,
found
no.
it.
It's
Yeah.
just it's just although there's a lot of those from that era that if you only saw one or two, they give you a good impression of the show. There's
Yeah.
just like it's just like strings of things that some of the characters have done throughout the
Yeah.
seasons that is just like fucking what? Like Carl on Aqua Teen Hunger Force his he should be studied. They should be studied for having that character made. It is ridiculous. It's
I've
hilarious.
seen Metalocalypse. I've seen the first season of
See
that.
that I've never seen. That I've never seen.
I've seen that, and then I've seen like Aqua Teen Hunger Force. I've seen the movie. I never watched the cartoon.
Okay.
They had the movie, right?
You
I
know what?
watched that. I remember that being a movie.
You know what cartoon you need to watch from Cartoon Network that didn't get a big push and didn't get a big comeback? Assy McGee.
What was that?
You need to find Assy McGee.
Assy McGee.
Assy McGee. He's a literal ass. That's a that's a detective.
I've
And
never
I'm not.
watched this.
I don't mean a donkey.
I've never watched this. I've
That's what
never
I'm
seen this
saying.
in my life.
There was an era. There was an era where clearly somebody had slipped some LSD in the water at Adult
I've never watched
Swim.
Assy McGee.
Because it was just like everybody that made a cartoon watched Ren and Stimpy on repeat.
Yeah.
That's what it feels like. It feels like
Yeah.
nobody that made cartoons during that time period was normal. Like you were all brought up on Ren and Stimpy.
Yeah, there's a very few. I like Rick and Morty. I've watched. I watched.
It see and you
Yeah,
see like Rick and Morty. I've never seen a full episode, maybe the one,
yeah,
right? And I can tell that the people who did that they grew up on like the old Adult Swim cartoons
yeah.
because that cartoon's level of insanity is I would almost say tame.
Okay.
You can't do the stuff you did back then. And even then, it wasn't going like too ham. There was no living ass as a detective. You know what I'm saying? There was no butt cheeks holding the gun.
Oh God, I remember the Living Color. They had the skit with the Ass family,
And that's all.
and Jim Carrey had a penis head.
Yes.
I remember
But
that.
also, it's just like that era. Um, it was just going around because MTV. I don't know if you ever saw Wonder Chosen.
Well, I know Wonder Chosen.
so okay. You know the level of like this shit is wild.
Yeah, yeah. I
And
remember Wonder
they can't
Chosen.
ever do that again
Yeah,
without putting warnings up all over it. You know what I'm saying? Like
yeah.
so. But yes, the tick it's got apparently it's got legs, it's got roots and other things. Like it, I still say it's a five from what
Yeah,
I watch.
I agree with that too. I think we got to like come back and go through the other ones just to put the ratings on it. I think we have rated them, but I didn't keep track of the early ones that we did. But other than that, I added that, so we're good to go. So I'm gonna pick a new cartoon for next week, and I'll tell you what it is. The Defenders of Dinotron City.
I have never heard of this. No.
I have never heard of this either. It was something that got brought to my attention and I added it. I never watched it in my life.
I will say that as you were saying the name of the show, I thought you were gonna stop after each word. So when you said the Defenders, I was gonna be like, oh, okay, what's that? Is that the based on the? And then you said more words. I'm like, oh, maybe. And you keep Dinotron City. What the? What is? No, sorry, I'm lost.
Defenders of Dinotron City. Okay.
It sounds like it's related to Transformers.
Uh,
I mean, like the Dinobots. Are these Dinobots?
no.
Well,
It's a LucasArts cartoon.
oh, it's spelled Dynatron. Dyn.
Yeah.
Okay, not
Um,
Dino.
it was based
This
off a
looks.
video game.
Excuse me. What?
Yeah, it's based
What?
off a video game and had a cartoon series. It had
Based
a
on
TV
the
movie.
eponymous. Based on the eponymous NES video game. Have you ever heard of that?
Never heard of it. I don't know where I found this from, but it was probably one of these YouTube videos that I was watching, and he's like, "Hey, this had hit, this came out here, and this did this," and I know
I
Tim
mean,
Curry, Whoopi Goldberg's in it. They do voice acting in it.
you know what? You know what? I'm not. I'm not. I'm not completely oblivious to this as an entity. I'm looking at the box for the NES game. I have seen that before.
All right.
It is a JVC produced game. Apparently, you see on the Lucasfilm Games, not even Lucas Arts. So this predates Lucas Arts.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What is this?
It is a big
The monkey
chance.
looks. The monkey looks familiar.
The monkey looks familiar.
Yeah,
The monkey
it
does
really
look
does.
familiar. But yeah, that'll be
But yeah, all right, all right.
The Adventures of Dinotron City. I don't
And they had
remember when I.
and they had comics. They have a Marvel comic.
Yeah.
Wow.
Alright, I'll add that to the list. Adventures. Defenders. I see you saying. Defenders.
And now I can watch a Russian playthrough of Defenders of Dynasty. That's the only person playing it.
Oh shit. Let's see.
Oh, this looks crazy.
It looks insane. The dude has a big ass brain.
Oh no, I'm looking at the game.
Oh,
Like,
the game.
there's a one of your team members has a hammer for a head.
Yeah.
What? That's crazy. Oh my god. All right, all right, all right, all right.
Let's try to
We'll
find
do
the
this.
episodes. I don't think it has. It might not have more than 5 episodes. It might just have a movie. So,
Oh, okay, all right.
watch the movie.
I mean, if it has a cartoon movie, it's a cartoon movie. It is what
Yeah,
it is.
but yeah, the game looks interesting. It
Is
looks
it
silly.
on? Did you see the movie on YouTube or is it like on Disney or something?
I'm looking for it right now.
Because if it's Lucas Arts, that's interesting. Or rather, if it predates that, but it's Lucas, I wonder if it's a Disney thing now.
Let's see if it has.
I have 100% seen that man who shoots his head off though.
Yeah.
Definitely have.
Oh shit. So technically, it only has a pilot episode.
Oh, I don't think we can watch it then.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you know what?
You want to spin the
Thank
wheel
goodness we
again?
looked at it. Yeah, spin it again.
All right. You know what? We should check out that one episode though, and add it
Okay.
to it because there's only one episode. Interesting. All right. So I'll spin the wheel one more time. Where's the thing? All right, so that one's out. I gotta take that one off the list, and then here we go. One more time. Anything you want it to land on?
Oh, I found it. Okay, so it won't be hard to watch it. No, no, no. I'm uh, random it. Um,
Stone protectors.
okay, I used to watch this. I used to, I mean, it's so long I can't remember if it was good or bad, but I had Stone
I
Protectors.
had the toys because I remember freaking KB toy stores had them for like 3 for $10,
Yeah, that makes sense.
and I had the whole set because it was 3 for $10.
No,
I think they reused the Double Dragon motorcycle,
which would make sense.
or Double Dragon used their motorcycle. I don't know. I'm not sure which one came out first.
I just know that and Creepy Crawlers, the cartoon, were out around the same time because
Yes,
the figures were out. So
yes. So Stone Protectors will be
they also have an NES game.
Super NES.
Oh, Super NES.
Hmm.
Okay,
I think I have it.
I think it's a beat 'em up.
Yeah, I never played it. I have it though. I think it was given to me. I don't think I ever played it though. Anyway,
All right.
so Stone Protectors it is.
Yes.
All right, we can wrap this up.
Yes, sir. Thank you for listening to another episode of the It Gets Better I Swear podcast. Make sure you check us out anywhere and everywhere but Nick. That is Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, YouTube, SoundCloud, Spotify, and we got a WordPress. So check it out.
Yep, yep.
We
Uh,
have Mark.
Follow me on Instagram, Tumblr, Twitter, YouTube, SoundCloud, Twitch, and TikTok. All Mark the Mic. Also follow our other cast. We have the book club, TV and movie podcast. We have 2 episodes up. We should be recording the new one soon. Also the Morphin Cast, I Shell Shock podcast, and Not a Trekkie. So check those out. Also, play video games. There's a lot of good games out.
Stop giving these crazy greedy people your money though.
Yeah, dude, stop doing that.
Play independent games. That's all I'm saying.
Yes. Oh, Scott Pilgrim. That was a great game.
And shout
I
outs
played
to
it.
Death Stranding. I think it came out today, right?
Yeah, it has a flying doom.
Flying Doom for PC only.
For PC only. Yeah.
I think it comes out later today, but yes.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
But he's independent, so you know what? Support Kojima.
Yep. Yep. All right. Peace out. Laters and follow